Hello, I'm Kathy Goodson with Goodson Vintage Treasures, and today I'd like to show you how to take a plain pot and use the new IOD sunflowers. Isn't that gorgeous? To create a beautiful pot. For this project, I used 2 small clay pots, the sunflowers mold from IOD, the air dry clay from IOD, and 5 colors of DIY paints. And we'll be using Type 1 Quick and Thick, or you can use a cheap putty knife. I like to use a cheap putty knife. And of course you'll need a paintbrush and maybe some blue tape and a little bit of cornstarch. Okay, I have this clay pot and I've already sprayed it 3 times with my clay pot sealer, and I got this on Amazon. So I like to use a little bit of cornstarch. This is just a shaker with cornstarch in it. I'm going to shake some cornstarch into it. Now this is really intricate design, so I'm going to put my cornstarch in there so all those little designs show up. So you can see that. A little bit, and I just start using my thumb and I just push it out. Okay, I'm going to pull from the middle out on these really big flowers. Goodness, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to use Type 1 Quick and Thick, or you can use the glue in a golden bottle, the Aleene's tacky glue. Bigger, so we're going to decide exactly. Now, this is the beauty of clay over resin. I can just take that and mold it to fit. There we go. And what I've done is I've just shaped it a little bit to fit. It's just a little bit bigger. For the second pot, I'm going to use the sideways sunflower. I'm going to use one of the leaves and the stem. Again, I use my shaker with cornstarch in it. Again, I'm going to press my clay into the mold. I use my fingers to remove some of the clay, and I use my little putty knife, or you can use a popsicle stick, to smooth it out and to get it all the way to the edges. Pull from the middle out on these big pieces. IOD molds have a little micro rim that will allow you to get a good crisp edge. Here I'm pulling the clay off of those little micro rims. I'm also going to make a leaf and a stem. Then I use my fingers to smooth the top. You can also use the putty knife to smooth the top. Turn the mold over and let gravity help you take the mold out. Add your Type 1 Quick and Thick. Spread your glue out. Then just place your sunflower on your pot. You'll have to angle it because it is large, and you'll have to bend some of the little petals so that you can get the whole thing on the pot. Again, because this is clay, it's easy to bend. Just mold it to the pot, make sure it sticks to the pot. Then do your stem, and see, you can bend your stem to fit your sunflower. And finally, add your leaf. If you desire, you can put a big sunflower on the back of this pot. And on the first pot, you can put a smaller sunflower and a leaf and a stem. It's all up to you. It'll take about a whole pack of clay to create this project. After the molds dry on the pot overnight, it's time to paint. You can use DIY liquid sunshine to get just the right color for a sunflower. I took a regular art brush and I painted each petal with the liquid sunshine. Don't worry about getting any paint on the pot because you're going to go back and paint that pot Old 57 blue and it'll cover up that yellow. So you can go ahead and just paint and get all those little petals painted. So I went around the pot painting each petal with the liquid sunshine. Once you have that done, you want to take the layered chocolate and you want to paint the little petals that kind of face the inside of the sunflower and the inside of the sunflower with the layered chocolate. I used a smaller brush for this part. Once you've painted it that color, then you want to add some Summer Crush, which is an orange, inside that to give it a little color. And you want to kind of make this blotted. Here I'm showing you how I did it on the other sunflower. Notice I have orange in the middle. Then I'm going to use the layered chocolate. And I'm going to go back and add some more yellow until you have a desired center. And you want to take that orange, that Summer Crush, and add it to those petals. And you want to add it on the yellow petals too, blending the yellow and orange together so it doesn't look flat. Then take your green, this is aviary, and paint your leaf and your stem. Again, don't worry about getting on pot. You're going to cover that up when it dries. You want to paint the sideways flower the same way, with the center a dark brown. Next, you want to paint the pot with Old 57. It may take 2 coats. Take you a small brush and get in around the little sunflowers. If you have to do touch up, that's okay. You've got paint. You can do it. Old 57 is a beautiful turquoisey blue. Notice how I'm painting around the sunflower into the petals. You want to paint the whole pot Old 57. Let it dry, paint the bottom, and then when able, paint the inside too. It might need 2 coats. When the pot is dry, you want to put Big Top on it. Let that layer dry and you're ready to do the glazing. Just water down layered chocolate and apply it to the whole pot. This is where it looks bad before it looks good, but trust me, this is going to bring out all the details. Cover the whole thing with the watered down layered chocolate. Next, you're going to take a baby wipe before this dries, and you're going to wipe it back. This is going to bring out all the details and bring the colors back. Wipe it until you have the desired look. If you're using the pot outdoors, you'll need to put some kind of outdoor sealer on it. I'm going to use mine inside. You can create your own pots just like this too. I have a kit on GoodsonVintageTreasures.com. The kit includes the pots, the paint, the clay, and the molds, and instructions. You can also just buy the molds and paint at GoodsonVintageTreasures.com. I also sell the molds on Etsy at Goodson Vintage, or I sell DIY paint at Picket Fence Antiques More in Newton, North Carolina, and the IOD molds at just around the corner in Lincolnton, North Carolina. Like this video and subscribe to find more just like this.